Hello everyone, and welcome back after a long time to my Let's Play of Victoria 2. Let me just do this before I forget. Sure. Okay, now, I know it's been a while. I've been doing schoolwork most of the time. Very fulfilling, not. Anyway, well, I guess it will be eventually. But let me start the game and tell you about what I've been doing last week in this game. And I had a little bit more free time last week, enough for me to spend some time playing computer games. And I did that. Well, I started an American campaign, which is kind of tricky because you always have the British up here trying to take your land, as you see happened here. But it actually went really well for me. I ended up go here. I took New Brunswick and British Columbia, and then when I bought Alaska, the Russians had colonized all of this land, so I got all of that. So you actually buy all of Russian North America when you do that. You don't just buy Alaska. I didn't know that. These people are lazy. Anyway, I think that this game's balance is really messed up because if you look at the scores, well, actually, there's one interesting thing. I saw just as I was about to load the game is I'm about to pass Britain in prestige to become first. They have 1,844. See, I'm just 6 behind them. Anyway, it's really messed up. You see, how does Japan have that high of a military score? I guess, okay, fine, they have a lot of units. Well, so do I. Mine are probably better, and I have a bigger navy, so... But see, I'm at 361, so... Some stuff in this game is still messed up. But I think a lot of that is because of the patching that we did partway through. The game isn't really designed for that, so it's kind of messed up now. Anyway, from what I've seen playing through on patch 1.3 with the United States, it's a lot more balanced. I am actually overpowered now playing as them because of all the land I've taken, and I started colonizing Africa over here. Basically, what is British Africa plus a little bit more is what I have as playing as the United States. But yeah, I think it would be much better if I would just, play through with this same patch. Wow, what lazy people. There's less work. And I don't think the communist system of factories works that well in this game, at least. The Democratic Party, the Democratic Party won every year when I was playing as the United States, and their policies worked fine. It's just protectionism. The capitalists were setting up factories everywhere, and it was going well. I need to build more factories. See, I don't like having to do this. I mean, not this, I mean build factories. It's really annoying. And I was also subsidizing every factory, unless, I mean, it was like something like an obsolete factory, like those sailboats or whatever they're called in this game. Clippers, yeah, clipper convoy factories. So I destroyed those. But other than that, I was subsidizing every factory, canned food, even fertilizer. Because over the long term it worked out because, those things come in and out of high demand. So when they finally were in demand again, I didn't have to wait for those factories to get rebuilt. I already had them, so it ended up actually working out well, I think. And the paper factories always seem like they can make a ton of money. I mean, I had some making over 1,000 a day, playing as the United States. And when I have more time, I think I might do another Let's Play of this game, but I think it'll be a lot better if I do that. Because the patches are more stabilized now, and I'm better at playing. Why did I open that? So after this, I'm going to start building a lot more factories, because that's one of the keys to having a high what's it called? Score. I had a lot of people working in my factories when I was in the United States. Like, it was something like 20% what's it called? Craftsmen. Yeah, it's pretty impressive. Oh, I also took St. Thomas from Denmark and colonized a bunch of Micronesia, and I have Hawaii. So I'm already to like 1900 though, so I mean that's not going to be a Let's Play. But alright, let's look at best places to make more factories. Here, of course, actually let's look at what kind of factories to make first. Automobiles, but we can't do that yet. Okay, figured out this. We are not ready to start producing automobiles yet, because you need the combustion engine, and then you have to invent Daimler's automobile. But before you do that, you need the Edison light bulb, which comes from this. So it's a ways off. I think one mistake I made here is I focused a little bit too much on the army and not enough on industry. I don't know, it just seems like my research was so much better playing as the United States. Like, we're below what I had then, even though I have a higher population. So automobiles aren't an option, planes aren't really an option, so none of that's happening. Why don't we do luxury clothes? Because there's a shortage of that, it appears. And what about regular clothes too? Yeah, we can do that. Do regular clothes. Oh, but we can't here because I already have one. Yeah. Another thing that I think was really critical was that I'm not gonna do it for all of them, but I made every province in North America a state. It was hard. It was really difficult to do, well, in Africa because no one was migrating for some reason. They just weren't interested in that. But I made all of my North American provinces states. And also, I captured Dutch and British Guyana, because the British captured the Dutch, and then it's all still one region. So I just demanded that from them one time when they started a war through Canada. Yeah, it's easy to beat Canada as long as you, well, to beat the British in Canada as long as you have enough troops. At first it's kind of difficult, but then they're kind of stupid. They keep declaring war that they will lose. You can't win. So yeah, I would really like to change the government, but I can't. So the only way I can have a change is through another revolution. That's not worth it for just 5 years. Let me just look at what the fascist thing are. See, I think state capitalism is better than planned economy, because a planned economy, the capitalists don't really get to do much. State capitalism is just like a really, you kind of do both. Of course, you see that the factory owner cost is up. So actually, I prefer interventionism. And here, I don't really know what the religious policy, how that actually influences the game. Citizenship, of course, I want full citizenship. War policy, I think pro-military is the best. Trade policy, that usually doesn't matter for me. Oops, I forgot to check the time when I started this. So I don't really know how long it's been. Other thing, I need to see how many colonies we still have. Aleppo. Can't put that. Or that. Okay. There's a lot of people. Okay, okay, that's good. Then we can start putting factories here. Can't do that. And where's this other one? Oh, here. Okay. So yeah, I can't do that one either. We can do that soon, and we can do this never. The other thing I really don't like about what has become of this game is, I don't really want to just defend some random German country. East Africa. I mean, it just doesn't make sense. It's much better how they just got rid of the troop presence bonus thing, so that I think it actually. Why would they want to get rid of unions? That doesn't make sense. The communists. Basically, what determines how much of Africa you get is just when you start colonizing, and the usual ones are Britain and France, which is realistic. See, I just want to, if I can just do this, you know. And also, question I have, I've probably asked this before, and I don't think I've really gotten a good answer, is what happens if you reinstate slavery? You know? Like, people, you have to sign up to do something. I don't really understand how the slave population works, since people don't promote from slaves. This place is just weird. The forever wilderness land here. It's also weird how much immigration we've seen to Europe. Usually that doesn't happen to me. So it doesn't happen here either. It just happened to me, it seems. It didn't happen when I was playing as the United States, so I think it's just maybe because I have, I don't know, a lot of people have a lot of colonies, but maybe because a lot of my colonies don't have a Dutch majority. Sorry, it's very strange. Oh, hey, I'm first in prestige now. So the industrial score is going up. I'm actually gonna get rid of that, just so we can You can see this, and yes, I'm sick, so that's why I keep making strange noises, clearing my sinuses. Sphere. No one. I've been banned in all of these. That's also strange. So I mean, I don't really border any small countries. Yes, let's go for Denmark. This score just seems like too high. You know, in my game as the United States, no one even got near that, except for, I guess, Prestige. Like, the industrial scores were like 10,000 lower, probably. And even the military was a couple, like 1,500 lower, maybe, for Britain. So, I don't know. This game kind of got messed up. And then Russia being so industrialized, so like very unrealistic. Found the BBC. But yeah, I think that I've really learned a lot from this campaign, and if I were to do it again, it would work out a lot better. Yeah, the anarcho-liberals are taking over Egypt. So I kind of know what to watch out for also now. One big thing that happens if you play as the United States is when you're fighting Mexico, Britain will work their influence up to be friendly with them, which lets them intervene. So what you have to do before you start the Mexican-American War is use your influence in Mexico to make the Mexicans opposed to the British. So it takes the British forever to become friendly with the Mexicans again. Well, not forever, but I mean a while. Giving you enough time to take all of the Manifest Destiny land, which is what I did. I took that and New Brunswick before the Civil War even started, and then when it started, I won really quickly because I had just gotten a lot of Yankee troops ready for it. One thing I don't like is that in this game there aren't really different start points you can choose. You just have to start in 1836, and then, so for example, if you want to play as the Confederacy, you have to, I mean, it makes sense if you want to start playing as the United States and then switch over when it gives you that option. The thing is, the better you are at playing as the United States, when you switch over, you're going to be fighting against a stronger opponent, because you put them in such a good position. Why? Why would I want this? They're in France's sphere, so fine. Cool. No troops. I have an ally with no troops. That's good. Okay, let's start researching more industry. We have a lot of stuff we can start making. Seems like a lot of times France can actually overtake Britain. Actually, not that far behind in, well, in industry, but military and prestige, they're kind of still lagging. Because that's what happened in my game. The French are actually better now in every way except prestige than the British. Even though they have, you know, 1/3 of the population, I don't really know how they were able to do that so quickly. And I mean, I still only have 48% here, so I think if I were to start over, I could do a lot better. Anyway, I'm going to stop recording now because I want to get this up sooner because I know it's been like a month. So if I start processing this now, I can get it up as soon as possible. Anyway, ooh, is that a battleship? Look at these ports too. That looks pretty cool. I don't know what level they are. I should upgrade these too. Yeah, or I can't. What the? How is my technology that bad? Wow. That's incredible. Alright, well, I don't know. It's kind of too late to make any big changes. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys. Okay, yeah, I can upgrade these. See you guys soon, hopefully.